schedule a public hearing concerning the application of 60 High Meadow Road, application number 200700696. First, let me introduce the members of the commission. To my right, to your left, Larry Miller is the chairman. Jeff Willey to my far right, Greg Dembowski to my left, and I'm Jim Volcano. We will open this public hearing by calling upon the commission secretary to read the legal notice of this hearing. Okay.
Legal notice. The Inland Wetlands Commission in Brookfield, Connecticut will hold a public hearing in room 133 or 134 in the Brookfield Town Hall on September 10, 2007 on the following application. 60 High Meadow Road, application number 2007-00696, compressor station for Iroquois pipeline. At this hearing, interested persons may appear and be heard, and written communications will be received. Said notice is on file in the Brookfield Land Use Office. Dated in Brookfield, Connecticut, the 28th day of August and 2nd day of September 2007. Signed, Larry Miller, Chairman, Inland Wetlands Commission.
This application was formally received by the Commission on July 9th of 2007. The public hearing is only one aspect of the approval process and is for the purposes of accepting factual information and data bearing on this application and to allow expression of opinion by interested parties. Subsequent to this hearing, the Commission has 35 days in which to render a decision on disapproval. The final decision may be in the form of approved as submitted, approved with stipulations, or disapproved. After reading into the record the correspondence received by the Commission relative to this application, we will ask the applicant to present the applicant's presentation. We will then hear from those who wish to speak in favor of the application, followed by those who are opposed. Following each side of the question, a period of rebuttal to each position will be allowed. All questions and comments must be directed to the chair. As you are recognized, please state your name and address each time before you speak so that your comments may be legally recorded. Please be assured that everyone will be given the opportunity to speak. However, the Commission is most interested hearing factual information relative to the application, and in view of the time constraints placed upon us, we ask your indulgence in not reiterating comments previously presented. Are there any questions? We shall now ask the Secretary to proceed with the reading of correspondence. The Chair is now prepared to hear the applicant's presentation.
Good evening. For the record, my name is Ryan Cameron, Project Manager at CCA for the Iroquois Gas Compressor Station Project. High Meadow Road, thank you. I need to attend these.
Oh, yes, thank you. Okay, we got a long one here. Did you get returned?
Yeah. We don't always get.
Yeah, no, I understand. Okay, Rod, that's good enough for me.
Okay.
You're good to go, yeah.
Right. First of all, I want to thank the Commission for attending the site walk last week. We thought that was a good opportunity to show you what we were proposing at the facility and for you all to get a sense of what the site is like. Again, briefly, for the purposes of reviewing this for the general public, what we're proposing is the development, construction of a compressor station at the existing Iroquois gas facility on High Meadow Road. Currently, High Meadow comes down and pretty much stops at this point, there's a gravel road that continues down beyond this point. This is an access into the Iroquois facility. This is also being used by Algonquin. Algonquin and Iroquois both have pipelines. This is a place where the pipelines come to a juncture. The Iroquois pipeline continues off in this direction. And what we're going to be doing, or what we propose doing, is improving an existing access road that comes in from the north of the facility and comes down to the lower portion of the facility, where we're going to be developing the compressor station project in 2 phases. There's the market access project, which has been approved by FERC and is ready to go ahead. And we have the second phase, the 0809. For the purposes of the presentation to the Wetlands Commission, we thought it would be appropriate to include both of those projects on our drawing so that you can see the complete impact of the proposed development. That impact is relatively little. There is no encroachment into the wetlands. We are within the buffer areas, but that is fairly minimal. I don't think I have it shown on this plan, but for the purposes of the commission, we not only looked at the 50-foot buffer, but we also added 100-foot, knowing that in the future that the Wetlands Commission is going to go to a larger buffer than the 100-foot buffer. So we wanted to show you what the impact of the facility was for the 100-foot buffer as well. And again, we are in the buffer zone, but the activity is relatively minimal. We have the standard erosion sedimentation control devices in there. We're proposing buffer planting. There's a significant amount of plant material in that area right now. We're proposing, in addition, a stormwater system that is going to collect runoff off the roadway and off of the facility and direct it to a detention water quality basin that's going to have a V-notch weir to control the flows, and then that flow is going to run out and eventually get into the wetland. But there's principally along this swale that's exiting the detention basin. It's quite a distance to the wetlands. We're bordering it, but the direction of flow is parallel to the wetlands. And so it doesn't actually get in there for approximately 60 feet. So it's fairly significant. The biggest, in terms of impacts, I guess the greatest impact is going to be the requirement to put some fill in here to raise the site up. The site's fairly low at the present time. We're going to be bringing in fill material. That fill material is going to be stabilized principally with loam and seed, and then we're going to have some plantings. One of the difficulties that we have with large-scale plantings like trees and large shrubs is that we're right up against the Algonquin laws, and that's maintained, I think, every 7 or 8 years. They come in and they remove all the brush. So to put landscape plantings in there doesn't seem to make a great deal of sense. What we have done, though, is up above the slopes, we have provided some shrub plantings, and then on the other side we provided some additional shrub plantings. And we're going to be, again, using a native seed mix. The roadside matrix upland seed mix and a conservation wildlife mix from New England Wetland plants, and that's indicated on the plans. And this is a standard planting system to provide stabilization of the soils, and also there are some wildlife benefits as well.